Hello everybody, here I am again with another update. And well, I won't spend too many words on it. Let's go. Now, there she is. Latest and greatest version. Now, the port side, or the left if you're looking forward, has been primered, and I had to touch up a few areas, here and there. But yeah, looking good compared to what it was before. At any rate, I cleaned up the rubbish around the windows. It was all sealed in, but it wasn't really tidy. I was planning to cut it away. I've cut the sealant away now. That was, the windows aren't flush. They don't fit into anything. They're actually just glued on. So there's nothing to kind of guide you with that. So I just trimmed away the excess, which is easier to do once it's completely dry. So yeah, that will be receiving a tiny bit of primer and then paint. I've been working on the mast base. You can see there the bare wood on top of the cabin. That's the mast base that will actually support the mast once it goes up, and it will fit on there on an aluminium foot, as it were, which allows it to hinge up, and you can lower the mast yourself. In theory, this one's a bit too low to actually fit over the turtle hatch that's on there. So I think that's probably a later add-on, because if you lower the mast this way, you're going to break the mast foot, and that's exactly the state it was in when I found the boat, or when I bought the boat. So yeah, you can see that's ready to go. There's some primer on the hull as well, on the main hull, because I've got 3 of them. Lucky me, more sanding. But yeah, I love it, to be honest. I don't care. I'll just walk around to the back and resume from there. So the latest interesting thing going on here is going to be some swim steps. I prepared all the mounting holes with some blocks on the other side, because it's really thin plywood. As you can see from the square hole in the bottom, it doesn't have enough body for a person of my stature to be able to climb up the boat without actually ripping off the transom. And yeah, well, you don't need to be too technical to understand that would be a bad thing. So yeah, there's another thing. I'll just let you look, because you guys are 8 feet tall, or 2.5 meters, and you can actually just see into the boat like that. I added a hole to be able to reach everywhere inside there, and be able to stow stuff properly. And in a later stadium, I might add some hatches on top of there. Now I can show you the rudder, where it's going to get fitted. The bottom fitting still isn't tied in. The bolts are not long enough in the new configuration, and I didn't want to dig into there and weaken the construction. It's still weak enough the bolts will rip out without destroying the transom in theory, if you hit something really hard. But normally the ropes that hold it down, like these, they would slip and allow the rudder to flip up, so to prevent further damage. And over to here, we're looking at what you call it, the centerboard officially, which is kind of like a dagger that sticks down and allows the boat to pivot around it, which makes it easy to steer, and it prevents the wind from blowing it sideways, basically, when you're sailing. Now, I noticed it wasn't quite doing all right. It was a bit warped, and someday I'm going to make a new one. You can see it's split open. It's been drying here for a week, the last week while we were on vacation. And it's dry enough now to be able to do a repair. It's not going to be anything I wouldn't call it good, but it's going to have to do for now, because time's of the essence and time's running out. I have about another month to work in this boatyard, and then I have to be out of here, because the boats are coming in for the winter, and they've basically got every inch of this place booked solid. You can see the other side has the aft hatch put in as well, so I could actually put some blocks in for that swim ladder that's coming in. Yeah, and that's about all that I have to show you for now. Yeah, you can see more primer on the hull. And I expect to do a lot more sanding and a lot more painting, and we'll probably get into regular paint soon instead of just primer. But I also have some fittings to mount on the deck, so those will probably win out first. But well, we'll see in the next update. I'll keep you posted if you like and subscribe. Hey, see ya, and thanks for watching.